your face tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain the meaning or share some of the meanings behind your face tattoos?
Yeah. Yeah and no, because a lot of them is real personal. And if I tell you what some of them mean, then that means they're not too personal. But a lot of them, it's not really that much I have. I mean, I have one right here. The appears to be a cross in the middle of my forehead, but it's not a cross. It's from Hunter x Hunter, Crollo, which is the villain, the leader of the spiders. And I always base my label and my clique, Falconia SS set, whatever you want to call it, I always base them around a band of villains, you know what I mean? And so pretty much, long story short, all the tattoos I have on my face are of villains. Like, it's not like there's no heroes tattooed on my face. Like growing up, I never liked the hero. I always was drawn more towards the villain because he was the more charismatic one, you know what I mean? The one that broke the rules and things like that. So I don't know why I've always gravitated towards that, but I do. But that's from Hunter x Hunter. This is from Naruto. That's also from Naruto. These is alchemical symbols for life and death. And that means love right there. And it's the same tattoo that Gaara from Naruto down his head. That's just nerd talk though, you know what I'm saying?
Now, which one was the first face tattoo ever for you?
My eyelids.
And how old were you when you got those?
I was 18 or 19. I was in LA and I was bored. I was with some of my homeboys and I was just like, man, I'm bored. And I left. I was with Pooya and them. And I was like, man, I'm bored. And I started walking on Hollywood strip type shit and I just went to a random tattoo shop and tattooed my eyelids. Obviously because Lil Wayne and shit like that, like my idol. So, you know, that was like the first step. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, embody that. I always feel like things that you want or something you want to be, you gotta embody that shit. And that's the only artist I've ever looked up to in my life or wanted to model a career after, besides the great Sade, you know what I mean? But, so yeah.
Was this random to do your eyelids, or was this something you thought about before but just never did?
I had thought about it. I definitely had thought about it, because I always said I never wanted no face tat. Because you know a face tat these days, man, it's like, everybody look the same now, first off. And face tats these days, that shit, it make, like you see a nigga with a bunch of face tats, it's like, you a rapper. I don't want nobody look at me and be like, oh, look at it rapping ass nigga, I don't want nobody, nah. So I'm actually removing some of my face tats. Like, I'm removing this one on the side, that one above there, and that right there. I'm only keeping my eyelids and the cross in the middle of my forehead. It's really a bullseye in the middle of my forehead. That's it. I'm keeping those and I'm removing everything else, and that shit hurt like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. So bad, it hurt way more than a tattoo.
You've removed a tattoo already?
I'm in the process. It's a process like it's a bunch of sessions you gotta do. So I've done like 2 sessions on these 2 right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that deep with the removal.
Mm-hmm, it is, it's crazy. But they small and they light, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be gone soon. But I'm really, a lot of people ask me why I'm removing them. It's like, because I don't want to look like y'all niggas. I don't want to look like nobody else but me. I've never wanted to be nobody else but me. And when I got these face tattoos, nobody had face tattoos, you know what I'm saying? And I still don't even want to say that because I don't want to sound like one of them niggas, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like one of them niggas, but yeah.
We get the drift of what you're saying, though.
Yeah, but I'd rather just be, you know what I'm saying, be myself. I don't need a bunch of shit on. Like, I don't need to look like everybody else. I don't like how everybody does that neither, trying to look like each other. Shit ain't cool.
Although you did mention that the inspiration on the eyelids was
Wayne. Yeah, like, for example, like, let's talk about like the face tat thing. Like, that's being done as a trend. Not everybody is doing that just because, oh, I seen my favorite so-and-so do it. Some people just do it to be like, I'm gonna put so-and-so on my face and I'm gonna blow up off that shit and people gonna look at me like, that shit lame. Like, and that's my opinion. Some people may think, man, nigga, you trying to look like Wayne, that's lame. You know what I'm saying? But Wayne is one of my idols, you know what I'm saying, as I was growing up. So that's why I did this, you know what I mean? Like, I have, that's my reasoning behind it. And obviously the tattoo itself has another meaning, you know what I mean? But that's something that's to me is a role model, a good role model to look up to it, that as a kid for me. It really was, because he's the greatest rapper of all time, so what you think I want to be, you know what I mean? Like,
you have tattoos in other places of your body aside from your face. Which one?
all over.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo ever?
First tattoo ever, I think I was 13 or something like that, 13, 14.
Oh.
On my arm, right here.
Very young.
Yes.
Back then, as a 13 or 14-year-old, were you one of the few at that age that had gotten a tattoo, or did
No, a lot of my other homeboys had gotten tattoos, so I wanted one. It was a little gang. It was called Savage Life, and we got a tattoo. I got all the tattoos, mainly on my right arm, is from like 13 up to like 17, like just young dumb shit that I just threw on there.
Now, what did your parents think of the tattoos on your eyelids?
Nothing really, nothing. Cause you can't say nothing now. It's death. It's death. Like, you can't say nothing. It's already done.
Were they surprised? Did they see this coming, or was it a shock to them?
No, I wasn't shocked, because I got this when I was 13, so they knew it was up. Like, they knew more was coming. I always tell them, like, nah, I'm done, but nah. They knew it was up. You know what I mean? They love my tattoos now. My mama love my tattoos.
Now, when you're not in your city or not in your state, what's the public reaction you receive, maybe from strangers, to your eyelid tattoos, or maybe the one on in the middle of your forehead?
A lot of people stare. They stare at me and things like that, or they, you know, they back up, or some of them I like look closer. It gets a little annoying at times, though, to be honest, because I'm a real, how can I say, like an introvert. Like, I'm very antisocial and things like that. But so I start getting a little hot, but I gotta remember, like, I don't look like a normal person. I look like a fucking like me. So yeah.
Little kids can be brutally honest. Do they say anything?
Yeah, my little sister say shit to me all the time. Like, I remember I went to go pick my little sister up from school, and I came out the car like to go get her, and she was like, "Get back in the car!" Like, you know what I'm saying? She was so embarrassed, you know, because I look crazy, and she, you know what I'm saying? Her friends probably like, "Oh, who is that?" You feel me? But no. Besides that, no.
What about women? Do you notice that ever since you got your face tattoos, is a certain type of women that may be attracted to you because of that, or maybe a certain type of women that aren't attracted to you anymore because of facial tattoos? Now, what about in regards to the public reaction? Have you faced any discrimination, stereotyping, profiling because of your facial tattoos?
Yeah, but probably I just ain't notice it. I be fucking fried. Or I just be in my own world, like, for real. Like, I really just be in my own world. I don't pay attention to that shit. Like, I don't pay attention to nothing. Like, it was maybe one time, like, we got kicked out of a hotel, like, recently, and they said we was smoking, and if anybody know me, I don't even smoke weed, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck you talking about we smoking? Like, but we was the only young black niggas there, you know what I mean? So I just took it for what it was, and I ain't wild out. I was like, whatever, you feel me? But that shit is definitely out there, but that shit don't get to me. I got too much love from me, man. That shit ain't getting to me.
I've heard some horror stories with interviews I've done of people with face tattoos, whether it's dealing with higher authority like police and stuff like that, or maybe being kicked out of an or not even kicked out of an establishment, not being let into establishment because of facial tattoos.
That's crazy. Nigga, 2017, what the fuck? It's a face tat, nigga, get over it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my reasons behind face tats is different. Like, well, not my reasons, goddamn, what's the word? My issues with face tats is different from, I guess, another person's. Mine is just that let's not all look alike. Like I said earlier, like, that's the only issue I'd be having with it. But It's 2017, man. Niggas need to grow the fuck up. You can't kick nobody out because of what they put on their face. That's them. It ain't your face, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's like a stupid, like, that's just stupid. That's dumb to me.